Good morning, good morning. This is Pixie. Where am I reporting from today? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Well, it's not my my hometown, definitely. Wow. See what's on the menu. Don't I give a clue actually? Yeah, this is quite crazy as well. The sea's come in so far, and it's going out. You have to sort of look to see that. That's what the seaweed tells me, and the wet sand. It's not a perfect guide to knowing what's going on with the tide. It's usually in the morning it is in, and then by the time the sun comes out it pulls it back out. So. It's very relaxing. So I'm in Scotland, and I have a little wander. You never know what to find on the beach actually, isn't it? Might find a mermaid. So went to a wedding yesterday in Edinburgh. Well, we're in Edinburgh, but it's actually off Edinburgh, to be honest. It's a place called Cúnocha, which is just down the road. It's quite nice treading on sand, I've been afraid. I sort of do predict that if we keep getting heat waves in the UK, people will take holidays more in places like Wales and Scotland. If they're in the UK, not unless they're mad for heat, and then they will go down to the coast. You might have a change in trend, so you might end up, like if it's springtime, you might go down to the coast in the south. But if it hits the centre point of summer, you might be going down somewhere a bit cooler. And it wasn't that bad to get here, to be honest. I just jumped on the train. I didn't fancy driving. Driving would have been great. It just would have split the journey up a bit. I think it'd be too much just to drive like a mad thing all the way here. For me, it'd probably be about 7 hours. I mean, a train was probably about. But then to get here, transport to this place as well, it's a bit remote and rural. It took about 11 hours. Very strange as I'm walking. If I walk over here, it'll be better. I'm sliding towards the sea. So the other thing in the distance, probably can't see it from here. I don't zoom in. See the old there's a wind farm over there. Tell what, a bit this way. I might film the other section. There's like a ridge behind me. So it's and also you get like rabbits. I see on the hill there, but he's not moving. See a little rabbit. Gone, that's so quick. There we go, a bit cold. Probably hoping I'll drop some food or something. It's very relaxing, the sound. It could be very easy to do like a meditation type recording. Somebody could just be walking down here and saying, relax, open your mind, allow the sounds of the sea to enter your thoughts, visualize a location, now breathe and relax. I couldn't get you to breathe in time with the waves. I think they're a bit too quick. Unless it was a sort of slow inhale and then you breathe out on like the third wave noise or something. But you really want to expand that, so you've got slower breathing. And if anything, your heart rate maybe we want to synchronise with the waves, probably a bit. But you'd have to listen to when the sound collapses completely. It's probably about right. It's probably about one thing, one beat. So 60 seconds, 60 beats maybe. There's always a bit of work on the feet walking along. I think the other thing annoying for me is like older age. As I get older, body suffering certain ailments and issues as well. Not major, but just little things that are annoying. Like my feet aching. Maybe that could be footwear, that, couldn't it? When I was walking, sort of travelling and carrying weight and going upstairs and all these other things. But this is a different type of work. It's very soft, it's like squeezing clay at the sound. I want to sit on the bench and chill. There's a bench up here. Yeah, definitely coming to a place like this good for your mental health, like just the waves and the just this kind of, it's all mine sort of thing, you know. It's okay, so I'll zoom out, there we go. It's better then. But it just needs to reset sometimes. It's just it's all go. Oh look! Oh bless! Look at that. Something I overlooked. It's very sweet, isn't it? So what is going on in the world? Well, there we go. Ankle joints. The other problem is it's like in the past I had a bit of gout, so I have to watch these things. I'll have to work on strengthening like my joints and doing different things, I think, this coming year. So, or just from here onwards, really, I just have to dedicate a bit of time for health. I mean, I wouldn't mind going down the gym, but I just don't think it would be like the best use of my time. Because the thing is, I'm always working at the moment. I'd have to, and I guess I'd have to have that kind of hit and run mentality towards exercise. I just get in there, do it, go home, and do whatever needs to at home. At the moment, I just sort of procrastinate quite a bit at home. I chat to some Russian lady. So there's a lot of sites that are fake. So if you get a lot of fakes on one site, the site is probably fake actually. But I've got one lady I'm chatting to, and I don't sense any fakes so far. And she knows you can't really send money anyway. So how do you send it to Russia when there's all this stuff going on? Not that she's asked for it. But she did suggest about meeting up and so on. We'd have to go like Turkey. Depends if you can get there. If you've got enough money to get to Turkey, that's fine. I said, look, if you've got money, we can meet. I can't send you money, obviously, because of this stuff going on. And I don't think it's a smart move anyway. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's being active and communicating, because I know people go like MGTOW and all this sort of stuff. The thing is, what you want to do is just draw the lines, literally draw the lines in the sand, and set your boundaries and things. And if you're not happy, then just pull away and just, The thing is different maybe than men, and well, women, they want a good relationship, but they're not too sure sometimes how that looks, how that feels. That's the problem. They sometimes motivated by other things in the spectrum. I think men see a visual outline of things, how it should look, and sometimes they think, well, this is what I'd like to do. Meet somebody within a short space of time, marry them, have kids, or whatever, and they've got this kind of Disney outlook in there, but they're not going to be governed necessarily. I mean, they will be affected by their feelings. I think if the image of what they think is a relationship should look like is breaking down, that's when maybe the bloke becomes a bit confused, put it that way. So it shouldn't be like this. What's going on? And this guy can't be just your friend. What's going on? So they kind of with the blinkers a little bit, and then they break down. And then the problem with men is they emotionally don't necessarily recover because their plan has been broken. The image was so. I think they've invested themselves too much in the image of what a couple looks like. I'm a couple. That's what they're trying to project. While maybe females, it's the status of it. Maybe how they look to other women and things like that, and maybe they're governed by different reasoning. Men don't really care too much what people think, but they realise if they're doing things right, that they're more successful. So they do model themselves on that. And sometimes that's a bit of hit and miss, because some people think they're like chads or try to be these alpha guys. But the thing is, there's no point. You got to be yourself, but you got to be the best, maybe, or the strongest, or most resourceful version of yourself. So yeah, I was seeing this Scottish dancing yesterday. Shame I didn't get involved. I think but it was a bit wild. I think if I lost a bit of weight, that kind of thing would be pretty cool down south. So what do they call it? Rayleighs or something, where you dance, or the Scottish dancing. They sort of taught it in sections, so they had this one dance that would teach a sort of twist and go back, forward, go back sort of thing. And then they got another one that was like more twisted around or working within a circle. And then they had the straight lines. And it's kind of a mixture of them, so it's like looking at a sort of crisscross pattern, and people were half bladdered and all sorts, were just spinning around. But I think that's kind of more interesting maybe lie dance. Maybe we could combine some other things. I think when I get back, I suggest that to my friend, because he does like Aikido. How can you use that better? I mean, definitely that kind of dancing would promote certain moves. There's holding, gripping contact, stuff like that. Variations. I mean, it could support sort of Aikido in that sense. I could even set something up to make a book. You know what I mean? I've done it already. I've already got a martial art in paperback, the Iron Lotus technique. So just kind of using some Wing Chun framework combined with some karate. And I think it's the essence of it, really. And sometimes with like anything or skill set, is that you practice a skill until you're quite comfortable in it. So if you've got a good structure in a punch, because you're good an expert, but if your body's wrecked, or it's not quite right, then it won't really land anything, or the thinking behind that, because everything can go, and some fights end in seconds, some go on for ages, so it's the wrong thing really. Yeah. There we go. Right, I think I'll probably leave you guys in peace and let you chill out, and speak to you soon. Alright, bye.